So, as promised, I am going to test out Chebe powder on my blonde hair. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I have not seen anyone with blonde hair ever try Chebe powder, so this is going to be my first time trying it. And this is also probably going to be my first time ever braiding my own hair. Probably ever since I was very little. Some people said that this smells like smoke, but I don't think it smells like smoke. It actually smells like black tea. Alright, so apparently I'm supposed to mix it with some oil or hair mask. So I'm going to take the OGX coconut oil, the one that's highly recommended by others. And I suppose what I'm going to do is, when I'm done doing this, I don't know whether or not this is going to have residue. I think just based upon how it looks that it's going to have residue left over. So I suppose, I don't even know how I'm supposed to do this without making a mess, because this is already going to make a mess as is. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cover that it came with and I'll put the powder on top. So like that. And then I guess I'll take the oil in my finger like this. And then just put a dab of that. So we're gonna do a test strand first. So this is supposedly supposed to make my hair super sexy, so we'll see whether or not this makes my hair super sexy. So now it is completely on this part right here, and I don't know if you can see, but there is visible residue, but I mean it just looks like dirt, you know. It doesn't look anything too crazy. I thought it was gonna, you know, kind of look like mud on my hair, but maybe I just didn't use that much. And it's true, I didn't use that much, but these strands in the front tend to also like look the best and waviest and kind of softest out of all my hair. So I guess I'll just keep on repeating the same thing until I'm done. And then once I'm done with this half of my hair, I will try to braid it and probably like put a hair tie or a scrunchie at the end. Usually I don't need to do that though, because since my hair is bleached, the ends kind of like, they don't necessarily get stiff, but they just kind of like stay in one position, even though it feels soft. Even though the ends like feel soft and all that, they still like stay in one position and like kind of very hardy in that position. Like it's very stubborn. And that didn't happen before I bleached my hair, as far as I can remember, that is. But my hair has always been behaving weird. So I just changed my sheets, but I didn't change the pillowcase. So if anything gets on the pillowcase, it's not that big of a deal, because I'll just, you know, wash it anyway. It's not like I just wasted a wash day or any of that. Then I'll just change it out. Okay, so this part right here just got kind of dark. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like from here down to around here. And it's only on the outside because that's mainly where I put the product, on the outside. And according to videos that I have seen showing how to use Chebe powder, you're supposed to kind of like really coat it, like more than what I am, I think. And that's probably like where I got the idea of it, like it's supposed to look like mud on my hair or something. But yeah, I don't know, but I'm hoping that somebody in the comments can answer this for me. So for example, when you're thinking about natural hair care products and remedies, what I have to ask is if anybody knows whether or not any elements from the Chebe powder stay in the hair after they're rinsed off, that, you know, strengthen and like protect. Because the example that I was going to mention is the fermented rice water, because that has a chemical that stays in the hair after it's washed out, after it's rinsed out, and it like helps protect it for a certain time being. I don't know exactly how long, but yeah. So if Chebe powder has anything like that, let me know in the comments, and yeah, we'll see how this turns out in the morning. And I think I'm just gonna leave it on until next wash day, which is probably just gonna be in like 2 or 3 days, something like that. Actually 3 days, because I'm gonna get in the pool on Friday. I don't know exactly when this video is gonna come out, but another thing that I heard about Chebe powder is that it darkens your hair. And since I have blonde hair, we're not only testing that part out, but I don't care if it does, because I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for TikTok, which is essentially doing it for me, but doing it for the views. We're doing it for the Vine. This is the most natural I have been on camera, like probably ever since I've been making YouTube videos and TikTok videos. Evidently, I'm not at my most calm, because I'm still performing at the end of the day. And I feel like I should be using a bit more, to be honest, but I also don't want to risk like dropping any of the oil at all. So as far as I see, it's making it kind of look like it's straight, even though it's not. When it settles in my fingernails, it looks like dirt, if you can see that. Can you close that door next time? Because I'm filming a video, I could hear it.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm almost done with this half section. I still kind of feel like I should be using more, but it's a bit more efficient to put the powder on my finger first and then add the oil. So, I don't know, like I'm gonna try to do this with like a lot more powder and see what happens. Oh shit! It went all over the floor. Damn it. And it kind of gotten into my sneaker. God damn it. This is all for you guys. Apparently you're supposed to keep Chebe powder on for like at least a week, but I don't know if I can go that long without washing my hair. I tried the last time I had in cornrows, and it is brutal. So I don't like the way this looks, because now this looks incredibly damaged, whereas my hair like has a natural curl pattern. I don't like this. Okay. Well, I'll add a little bit more oil and I will just... I think even though I'm not using massive amounts, I still kind of feel like this is something that's doable for me because the residue that it leaves is not too over the top, you know? It's not too over the top, so not too noticeable. And the thing is, I've completely forgotten how to fucking braid. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try. Okay. Guess I'll just do that. And then 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 that. Hopefully this ends up working out. Oh yeah, with this I would definitely need something to hold it in place at the end, because with cornrows the braids are a lot smaller, so that's why they didn't come out. But with this is bigger with a lot more weight, so I definitely need something to hold it in at the end. It looks like I've been playing in the dirt. Okay. My hair in the back is pretty damp right now, and I was under the impression you are supposed to put it on damp hair. Slightly damp at least. The front is already dry, but the back is still wet toes. Yeah, we'll see how it all turns out. I can hear it. Ooh, it looks like a nice little highlight back there. Well, the braid is turning out better than I expected it to look. I thought about really just only trying this on half of my hair and then like comparing what the difference looks like. And low-key, I probably should try that. But yeah, I think in the future I might just end up pairing this with occasionally using K18. And like maybe on days where, or like weeks where I'm gonna be super busy and it would be best to save time and not have to wash my hair, then I would probably like use the Chebe powder before we get to that week, and then, you know, not have to wash it for a week or whatever the case may be. So it seems to me like I have actually lost the rest of my little hair ties. I'm gonna have to keep looking for them, but that kind of concludes the first segment. So I am really only going to be using it on half of my head to try it out and see what the difference looks like. And I will be consistently using this on the left side of my hair so we can see the difference, rather than just doing the whole thing, because you guys kind of don't really have a before until now. So yeah, we'll see how it all turns out.